Diddy Docket for Wednesday, July 2nd. We are almost done. The verdict is in. And I don't know whether to play like the breaking news music or the celebration music because Sean Combs was found guilty on 2 of the 5 charges. So let's break it down. 5 charges, one of which, the biggest one, was the racketeering conspiracy. He was found not guilty, meaning that the jury decided that Diddy was not running an enterprise, that his inner circle was not helping him to commit or cover up crimes. Secondly, the sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion of Cassie and Jane, 2 separate charges. They found him not guilty on both of those. So, my theory is the jury believed that those were consensual relationships that did not involve any illegal activity. He was found guilty on 2 charges: transportation to engage in prostitution with Cassie, transportation to engage in prostitution with Jane, meaning that the hiring, the paying for the transportation of the escorts, and engaging in prostitution. They found him guilty on both those charges, the acts that he committed with Cassie and Jane. Of course, the biggest charge was the racketeering conspiracy, and they found him not guilty on that. That was the charge that was the heaviest. It was the most detailed, the most difficult for a lot of people to understand. I would love to hear the jury's opinions on this once they're able to talk, but that was the one that had all the predicate acts that fall under the racketeering conspiracy. So he was found not guilty of the heaviest charge, which carried a life in prison sentence. But the 2 charges he was found guilty on, the transportation to engage in prostitution, both carried a 10-year maximum, and the government has said that they intend to seek the maximum time for both charges. As of yet, a sentencing date has not been set by the judge, so there will be one more day in court where he comes back and receives his sentence. Another issue that is still up in the air is whether or not the judge is going to release him from the detention center while he awaits sentencing, or is he going to have to stay in the detention center until he comes back for his sentencing. So let me know your thoughts. Are you happy that the trial is finally over? It has been 7.5 weeks of this case dominating timelines and media. And what do you think about him being found not guilty on the heaviest charge, but being found guilty on the 2 that seem to be the easiest to prove that he did? They admitted that they purchased sex workers and engaged in these activities. He even admitted that he participated in it. He just didn't think that, hiring prostitutes was illegal. So let me know your thoughts below. One more step and this will finally be over. Until next time.